What was the Tenure of Office Act? Have you ever wondered how laws can shape the balance of power in government? One such law is the Tenure of Office Act, which was passed by Congress on March 2, 1867. This law emerged during the Reconstruction era, a time when the nation was healing after the Civil War. Its main goal was to limit the power of the President of the United States in removing certain federal officials without Senate approval. Specifically, the act prohibited the president from dismissing any civil officer whose appointment required Senate confirmation unless the Senate consented to the removal. This was a direct response to President Andrew Johnson's lenient policies toward the Southern states. The radical Republicans in Congress, who opposed Johnson's approach, aimed to maintain control over Reconstruction by protecting key officials who supported their agenda. One of these officials was Secretary of War Edwin Stanton, a staunch advocate for congressional Reconstruction efforts. Under the Tenure of Office Act, the president could suspend an official while the Senate was not in session. However, once the Senate reconvened, it had to approve the removal. If the Senate did not agree, the official had to be reinstated. The Act's vague language about whether it applied to officials appointed by previous presidents led to further disputes. Johnson's attempt to remove Stanton without Senate approval in 1868 directly resulted in his impeachment by the House of Representatives. This action was viewed as a violation of the Tenure of Office Act. Although Johnson was acquitted by the Senate and remained in office, this conflict highlighted the ongoing struggle between the executive branch and Congress over Reconstruction policy. From the perspective of the Republicans at that time, the Tenure of Office Act was seen as a necessary measure to uphold the principle of checks and balances. It aimed to prevent the president from unilaterally removing officials essential to enforcing congressional Reconstruction laws. The act was viewed as a safeguard to ensure that Reconstruction would proceed according to the will of Congress rather than Johnson's more conciliatory approach to the South. The Tenure of Office Act was partially repealed in 1869 and fully repealed in 1887. Later, in 1926, the Supreme Court ruled that the act was unconstitutional, acknowledging that it infringed upon the president's executive powers. Nevertheless, during its enforcement, the act played a significant role in the political battles over Reconstruction and the balance of power between Congress and the presidency.